Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Chill Trades video. Today is Saturday the 31st of August. I hope you're all doing really well. It's the end of the month as of midnight tonight UK time, and in less than 48 hours we have a new week as well. So what's Bitcoin doing? Not a lot. Consistently putting in lower highs from this impulse up here, which complete manipulation. The market makers just coming in, getting everyone to FOMO in, and then sending the hammer down afterwards. And the same here. I bet if you zoomed in, these lines will go all obscured when I do this, but I bet you zoom in to a 5-minute time frame. Yeah, it's their vector candles as well. So where do I think price is going? So far, we're trading in between perfectly. This is Wednesday's US session volume value area. So trading in between that lovely, the wick, and the start down there. And also it is yesterday's the value area high at the same time. I always get confused saying that. So, zooming out here. What do I think of Bitcoin on the overall scheme of things? Is on the daily. Week. That's what I think. This is attempt number 17 of this video, I think it is. So hopefully it goes right this time. Consistent lower highs all the way down through. And we just put in another one here. And it's looking very weak. And I want to see price go and test these areas again. Okay, so I want price to come back down and retest this, and then only then I will make my assumptions to where I think the market's going. And are we still in a bull market or are we in a bear market? A lot of people probably jump the gun and say, oh, well, you know, we've got 2025 come in and the election, and correct, we have. Yeah, you're right. I'm not sat here saying, in my last video I said, there is a possibility we could go lower, or that's just it. The bear market's over. The bull market's over. There's no catalyst as to no one wants price over 60,000 clearly, because his last highs here were like 60. So we got as high as 64, nearly 65, and then it just sent the hammer straight back down again, and we're back down here at 59, just lingering around. So, in agreement, you could say, although this is a lower high on a daily, you could also say these are higher lows. Obviously this one here is up higher than that one. Just ignore that first little doodle. So I'm a big believer in retests, and I've saved myself a lot of money in the past waiting for retests on trades to set up. And this here, this liquidity at the end of this wick, it needs to be grabbed in my opinion. So we're going to keep just grinding our way down until we end up in this box. And then, hopefully, we don't just want to see a complete nuke up like that. Because you just end up back down here. You just end up going from there, back to there, and then back to there, back to there, back to there. Just end up like in this vicious circle, just doing nothing. We want to see price drift down like that. Like we are boring, lazy price action. Fill in any gaps that are needed, and then chop around. And then, once we form the base, then we can start trying to grind our way up. We don't want any of this straight up God candle stuff, because it's just bullshit. We only end up retracing the whole leg afterwards. So, I'm personally, at the minute, I'm completely neutral. I don't hold any spot. I sold all my spot up here. And I sold all my altcoins up here somewhere. Swapped it all into BTC. I put more BTC down here, and I sold it all up here. So, I'm literally 100% cash. As I said in the last video, I think it's a Destra is the only thing I hold. And that's because on Ethereum, I'm far too tight to actually pay the fees to get it away from my wallet. That is in, excuse me. So, looking back at price action, we did have the short here as well. In our Discord group, we zoomed in, so we're on a 15-minute time frame. So we zoomed in over to here. Where are we? That's it. So the trade I set up the other day on the last YouTube video was, we had, again, it was a Friday's volume value area, and last weekend we had this lovely price, just choppy price action. It was good, and I said I'm aiming for price to come up and grab the liquidity on these wicks. So as soon as you got above 50% of the cluster, and we broke out afterwards, so we broke out here. Let me move that over there. So we broke out, we had our retest, we got long, big impulsive move up with a wick, grabbed liquidity, we took up our profits here, and then it fell back down the side. When we lost to zero, as we got acceptance below 50% of this cluster, and then we chopped sideways a bit, and then we broke down, and literally had a red path here, and it followed it perfectly. And if it didn't take me so many times to record these videos, then you would have seen the short position we had here, and we got out around about here, and we let this just finish afterwards. Why did we let it finish? Because my target was to go for this. It was this 61.6 level I've had marked for a very long time. That was it. That was my take profit. We caught the trade up. We caught the trade down. And we had a brilliant day. So that was it, really. And things are just struggling. There's no demand for coins over these certain areas. Like, no one wants Bitcoin above 60. That's why we're just gradually, again today, just up and down and up and down. We're just drifting lower. And trading's painful at the minute. So I've just said to my guys in the Discord, the guys and girls in there, I said, spend some time with your family, relax, turn your screens off, and get away. Does that mean that I'm not trading? I've had a nibble here and there. Not done very well, but I've had a nibble. In the Discord, we're doing, obviously, it's very lit in here, so on my sections, we've got, in here, we've got lessons. I'm building up lessons and stuff in here for people, of stuff we're doing, lessons on retest, how to screen for pairs and stuff like that. So, yeah, we've got a lot of things going on. Introduction to the Trader's Reality, shout out to Tino, about how to use their way of trading in there. As you can tell, I'm very big on the vector candles myself, and I'm very big on volume and stuff as well. So we've got a lot of things going on in there, and when it's quiet like this, we do live streams, and sometimes we do some live sniping, get some of those real juicy sort of like 5-minute in and outs on charts and stuff like that. But I always update the sections daily, of market levels, where I think it's going. Sometimes it's written, sometimes it's a video. But that's it. And if you want my honest opinion as to where this is going, it's quite simple. I think we go lower, not all the way down, but just down to here. That's all it needs to be. Not all the way down to there. Sorry, the 40. This level here, this exact monstrosity of a candle. And once we've done that, from there, I think we're good to go. If we're going to go. But if we get down there, and there's a Kamala Harris win come the election, then I think that's it, we're done. I think that's the only other catalyst for me is the election. Yeah, okay, we got rate cuts on the horizon. Been priced in, probably. So yeah, I'm just chilling. I'm not trading day by day as they come. Very short in and out. It's been sat on the 50-minute time frame for the past weeks doing all of this. So it's painful, and it's very, very hard to keep motivated trading in something like this. But this is where you've got to stay on it. This is where people lose interest, and then the moves happen. Then you get the mass FOMO afterwards. They've missed it because they've taken their eyes off the ball for 5 minutes. We're not doing that. All these little bounces up in here, we've been on live tradings, Zooms and stuff, trading these all the way up, just getting rid of all the noise. Just get rid of everything, right? Just get rid of that, and we'll leave that on. We'll get rid of this. We've literally had some fun just trading the bands. Not those ones. I'm trading my bands. Those here. So green when the bands at green, red when I do that. And then obviously short, red, green, short, long, short, long, short, long, back to short again. So we've been on live just doing things like that, and we've had a right crack. Some really good just 5-minute trades. It just goes to show you how fairly accurate these bands are, these scalping bands we made. So we made a whole new indicator actually, and it's personal is this one here. It's got the RSI built in, and it's got this. It's got the cloud, and I built the whole system. If we go into my Discord and go on to Sambo Systems, got up here, this is which one is it? Yeah, here. Literally got the whole system built out. How to do it, risk management, psychology, discipline, blah blah blah. Then the actual indicator itself, and then found this Chris Moody MACD works really well with it. So we added that onto it as well at the same time, and we back tested it 50, 60, 70 times. That's about 60% efficient. We've got buy and sell orders. They're like the least accurate thing you could possibly have on an indicator. So you can turn these off, buy a signal, sell signal, turn them off, and just go off the bands. But the system is when you get above candle close, above the middle band, then execute long until the bands go red. So we're playing around. We're just having a good time, sniping these little shorts and longs and stuff here, and obviously it gives some pretty good moves, but at the same time just stay into the band, change colour. By the way, this is not financial advice. You will lose all your money. Crypto is absolute gambling, and you're an idiot to even get involved with it. Like, turn these charts off. It's just lies, manipulation. Look at this. So this is not financial advice. So we're just having a laugh. We're chilling out. That's all you can do in these times. Make the bucks where you can. And on that note, I think that's a pretty good update. I think where things are going. Time is needed. Patience is needed. Unless you can scalp, then scalp. If you can day trade, day trade. If you just want to go in $500 and 3x leverage, now's not the time for you. You will get obliterated. So relax. Just watch the screens. Also, keep an eye on your open interest charts and stuff like that. Nothing's happening here at the minute because nothing's happening in the whole market. Really, some random coins are popping off. I mean, random things. I can't even bother to chart any of them because it's just like everything looks the same, just lazy, sideways. Unless you trade this absolute bag, then obviously it's a bit of a different story. But everything's just drifting away lower. So that's it for me. Hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you in the next one.